Okay, for today's blog entry, we have a slightly different format. Today, I am going with a video entry onto the blog. This is the first time I've done this, where instead of having a video and then adding some text this time, everything will be in video. I have the webcam, I have the software, so I figure, why not do it? So the first thing I was going to start with today was kind of a roundup of quirky and odd news stories from around the web that I thought were interesting. The first one, obviously, is the Costa Concordia, the cruise ship that wrecked off the coast of Italy over the weekend. And all you can say to the captain is, "You are a douche." You took the lives of something like 4,000 people into your own. You are driving a 114,000 ton ship and you showboated. You were, from some of the reports I've heard, even in the ship's bar. What in God's name were you thinking? Hopefully, you will never captain even a junk barge again, and that you will potentially even end up in jail. So that's that one. Another great one here is British Airways. I've always thought that British Airways was somewhat of a class act, but I don't know after this story. So there was a flight taking place from Miami to London, and about halfway across the Atlantic, a message went out over the flight's loudspeaker system telling the passengers that they were about to crash land into the middle of the Atlantic. Great. Most of the passengers were woken up from sleep by this, and all that British Airways could say is sorry. They didn't even give people free flights, etc. It's like, well, we scared the crap out of you. You woke up, you pooped your pants because you were so scared, and all we can say is sorry. So, in my mind, British Airways is somewhat of a loser on that account. Now, here's a story from the great United States, from the wonderful state of Louisiana, where an official in the Caddo Parish, which I guess is basically a county in LA, in Louisiana, where he wants to ban pajama pants in public. Caddo Parish Commissioner Michael Williams would like to outlaw the wearing of pajamas outside the home. "The moral fiber in our community is dwindling," Williams said. "If not now, when? Because it's pajama pants today, next it will be underwear tomorrow?" Williams says a recent shopping experience inspired him to propose a ban. "I observed a couple of young men in loose-fitting PJs, probably with their private parts about to come out and no underwear," he said. Wow, that is truly a phenomenal story. My viewpoint is, how did you know they didn't have any underwear on? What were you doing, Mr. Williams, that led you to that conclusion? So, anyway, just enough said about that, but kind of stupid. Now, this is a very serious story, but it's kind of pathetic in this day and age. The story is titled, "It's a Girl," and the first two paragraphs read as following. "It's a Girl, a film being released this year, documents the practice of killing unwanted baby girls in South Asia. The trailer's most chilling scene is one with an Indian woman who, unable to contain her laughter, confesses to having killed 8 infant daughters." Something to laugh about right there. "The statistics are sickening. The UN reports approximately 200 million girls in the world today are, quote-unquote, missing. India and China are said to eliminate more female infants than the number of girls born in the United States each year. Lingyang in China has the worst infant gender ratio on record, with 163 boys born for every 100 girls. Taiwan, South Korea, and Pakistan are also countries in which unwanted female babies are aborted, killed, or abandoned." I don't know. To all that, I can say just a couple of words. You are all sick fucks. Okay? You're killing babies. That's like me killing that wonderful dog behind me, but 10 times worse. This is sickening. Why would people do this to their children? That is just gross because you place such a value on the male gender. Really, folks, come on. I'm a guy, and I know it. Men aren't worth crap in many situations. We're selfish, we're pains in the ass, and what makes us better people in so many circumstances is women. And here you are, these people, you're killing women, you're killing babies, you're killing girls. You're sick. Fucking sick. Get with the program and stop killing people. I don't know. That one just utterly disgusts me. Okay, here's another kind of interesting one, which does not look real good about on Western culture. Basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, is you an Indian couple from Calcutta, who live in Norway. They have 2 children, a 3-year-old son and a 1-year-old daughter. And they have been taken by the Norwegian Child Protective Services. One would think, okay, their parents are beating them, they're maltreating them, they're being malnourished, whatever it is. But no, the Norwegian Child Protective Services took the children from their parents because parents are Indian, and they're teaching their children to eat with their hands. Wow, that's such a problem. And then additionally, because the children are, such a bad situation, the parents sleep with their children. Their children are 3 and 1. For Christ's sake, the vast majority of the world sleeps with their children. What the hell is it with you Norwegians? I mean, get your butts in gear and let the kids go. Let them go back to their parents. Sounds like the parents are actually pretty good people who are doing an okay job raising their children, but they aren't raising them exactly the way that you would in Norway. Ugh, that's all you can say to those stories tonight. Not a whole lot else to say. The other point, I guess, that I would make, strong point to make for me, that is a good thing, is Zach is beginning to overcome his anxiety. He's reaching a point where he can control it now. I think his brain chemistry has swung back into a relative state of being so that he can actually control his anxiety as opposed to the anxiety controlling him. That's a very good thing. As for me, I'm just waiting desperately until January 30th to get to the point that I can have my back surgery. The doctors, the insurance company, they've kind of told me enough that's, I don't know, scaring the crap out of me. Scaring the crap out of me enough that, yep, I'm writing a will. Who would have ever thought that I would have done that? Not me, that's for sure. But I'm getting my crap in order, and I'm going to go in there on the 30th. And, it's going to be a little bit different than most other surgeries I've ever gone through in the fact that I'm going to get dropped off and, I'm going to go through it all by myself. Nobody's going to be around. So I'm okay with that. And, but I am just a little bit cautious in terms of, what the outcome's going to be. But I have great faith that, we'll get through it. And anyway, since it is my first video blog, first got to say cheers, have my wine, which I was drinking with dinner with Zach. And, in most of my blogs, not all of them, I tend to mention my own personal situation where I am with my internal fight about my feelings, about a certain said person. Yeah, the Shelley situation. And, here I am on real TV, if you will. And, I just have to say that continue to love her. I do. Not going anywhere else in life at this point other than continuing to love her. There you go. That's all she wrote. And please, folks, if you do not like this concept of a video blog, please tell me, because I do this for my own enjoyment, that I'm not going to deny, but I also do it so that people who stop by the blog and read it, or in this case watch it, can get some enjoyment out of it. And if you don't, tell me. You can say, Jerry, you are a dumbass. Do not do this again. And I won't. So, Anyway, coming to you live from my wonderful computer room. It's me with the blog entry for Tuesday, July 17th, 2012. And I hope you are well. And as I like to say when I write my blog, thanks and peace to all. Take care.